So I always feel like I'm solving problems. I'm a dance teacher, so I'm looking at a very specific student and trying to help them grow, to having a dance company and try to figure out, okay, how do I get you from over here to there, stage left or stage right for this next entrance, and small things like that? Or how do we find a way to make this set or prop work within the structure of the piece, to problem solving constantly of raising the funds to keep this nonprofit alive and throwing events and making sure that I'm not burdening all my donors all at the same time with constantly asking or needing money to make things happen.
You don't start from a Bachelor of Fine Arts with a ceramics emphasis and end up as a state legislator as a sort of lineal path, and then ultimately go into financing clean energy projects. It's really been about looking at the problem in front of me, what's the public good that can be solved, and how can we creatively deploy all the resources that are available. I describe that sometimes what you got to do for a project like this at University Enterprise Laboratories is you got to take all the component parts, what's the essence of who they are and what's their core business, what are their challenges, put them all in a box, and kind of like that Apollo 13 moment of we have a square peg and a round hole, these are the parts available to us, close the door and let's solve this problem, dump it all on the table and see what we could put back together. That takes real creative problem solving, and I think is kind of the essence of innovation, is working better with the tools you have.
I think a lot of the journalism classes were really real world experience. And I remember a few specifically where you were given an assignment, you were asked to write a story, and then they would say, now all of a sudden you've learned that this person passed away and now you have to continue writing the story and it's due in 30 minutes. I think that one of the skills that you develop in CLA is being able to calmly deal with problems and questions and look at them in a step-by-step manner and come up with a variety of solutions. And also being able to think about it creatively in a way that even if the first solution doesn't work, you can go back, learn from it, try again.
Many couples come in feeling like they've tried everything and that there's no other options left. Applied problem solving helps me to come up with creative solutions to make them be more motivated to try more things. Just because a problem looks one way to the couple doesn't mean that they're accurate about what's really causing their problems. If we take the time to actually get a better understanding of what they both see, then we can help them realize what actually is. And if they come to a mutual understanding about what that understanding is, then they can move forward together.
Although I spend a lot of time researching and doing much of the sort of initial definition and exploration of certain types of problems, it's really being able to collaborate and in some cases delegate some of the solutions-oriented stuff to people who have either responsibility over or greater expertise in related fields. And so applied problem solving is both about doing that research and learning from the world around us as rapidly and effectively as possible, and then quickly dovetailing that new information into something that acts as a solution for the context at hand.
I think my studies in law, crime, and deviance helped me kind of think on my feet and, figure out that there's multiple solutions to a problem just from a multitude of my classes, whether it was dealing with crime, whether it was dealing with policing. I've definitely learned that there's not only one solution to every problem, there's a multiple, and my role is to try to figure out those different solutions.